Hi ladies, my name is Susie Murphy and I'm going to be your instructor for the beginning color theory and painting class. I wanted to send a quick video to tell you about myself and a little bit about the course. So the course begins this Friday and will run until the first Friday in December. We are excluding the week of Thanksgiving unless you ladies decide that you would like to meet that Friday. Class begins at 9:30, ends at 11, and it'll be held at the Porter's Neck Country Club, courtesy of Caroline Withers, who is my bee mom. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'll send a second video telling you about the supplies and the materials and the expectation for the class. I was born in Southport in 1968, one of the last babies born at Dozier Memorial Hospital. My grandparents owned the only grocery store in Southport, and they had a farm, so I'm an animal lover. I met Caroline in the Master Gardener class, and she persuaded me to become a beekeeper, so I now have 3 hives. So back to Southport. So I graduated from Hoggard, but I went to South Brunswick for a couple of years, moved up to Wilmington in the early 80s, and went to Hoggard. Graduated in 1987 and received a full music scholarship to Salem College in Winston-Salem. After 2 years, I decided that I didn't want to be a music major, I didn't want to perform, and I didn't want to teach at the time, even though I am now a certified teacher, retired. So I changed my major to philosophy and religion because, you know, there's so much you can do with those, and I've done nothing with it other than think deep thoughts. So I graduated in 1991 from Salem College, met my first husband in the theater there. We did some theater performances together and had my first child in Winston-Salem, Hannah. She'll be 30 next May, and was recently engaged, a year ago in Hawaii. We lived in Winston for about a year after Hannah was born, and then moved to Sanford. I worked for Forsyth County Social Services, and then after being a stay-at-home mom and having my second child, Seth, who will be 26 in October, I worked for Lee County Social Services, and then after divorcing, I worked for the Pines of Carolina Girl Scouts for a little bit before moving back here to Wilmington in 1998. I was really honored to be the Health and Safety Services and Disaster Services Director for the Cape Fear chapter of the American Red Cross for several years, until after 9/11, the chapter was in the red and all of the director positions were dissolved. So I took that as a golden opportunity to return to school, where I enrolled in the NC Teach program at UNCW and became a certified special education teacher with a concentration in learning disabilities. And in 2004, I had my third child, Lizzie, who will be 19 next year. She turned 18 this past June. So I taught school until 2017. In 2014, I received my master's in education from ECU with a concentration in social emotional behavioral disabilities and autism. In 2017, I retired early because of some health issues. I had to have major spinal cord reconstruction, and I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. So I knew that I was probably going to be really depressed and anxious staying at home after being sick. So I decided to take out more student loans and go back to school at UNCW. Shortly after spinal cord surgery, I went to school with a neck brace on, and I started pursuing studio art. After about a year, I decided that I wanted to double major, so I added the art history degree. I feel really blessed that I have this degree, even though I'm not technically, a teacher at a university setting or in the school system, but I'm using the skills that I learned to create lots of artwork, which I sell and make here at my home. So I have my primary concentration for my studio art degree was in ceramics, but I'm mostly painting now. I've taken oil painting, beginning painting, life drawing, 2D design, 3D design, bunch of different sculpture classes, tons of different ceramic classes, including fiber and textiles. I really hope that you guys enjoy this class and that you learn a lot from me. I will do the best I can to help you learn some skills so that you can take those home and paint on your own. So I'm going to try to use my phone now. I'm using my MacBook for this video because I knew it would be a little bit longer than the other one. So I'm going to try to use my phone for the next one. Again, if everyone could pay before Friday, that would be great. My Venmo is Susan-Murphy-90. Or if you can pay Caroline Withers before Friday, that would be great. I'm going to send you another video about supplies and materials. And for those that have paid, I will go ahead and send the first video. If you miss a class, don't fret. I'm going to have videos that I'll be sending out for those people that have registered and paid. So thank you. I look forward to meeting you all in person.